I want to introduce our first speaker, Chandra Dhandapani. Chandra is amazing. If you haven't heard of who Chandra is, she's the CIO here at Capital One Financial Services. She's been here since 1998, really establishing kind of the ideation of how to grow innovation, really helping support this organization in its growth. She's currently the Agile Transformation Leader for Financial Services, and she's working with both technology and business, pulling them together to work together on Agile transformation and what that means. In addition to doing that, and to doing her CIO role, she supports the 5,000 staff that underneath her, but she also has time to spend doing some work with the board of directors of Girls Inc. Chandra is a huge, huge proponent of and has a passion for uplifting women and girls in technology. With her work here, she has been very thoughtful in how she's evolved the organization. She continues to be thoughtful on how she evolves it. If any one of you chooses to Google her name, you'll start seeing all these great innovation articles pop up. If you choose to Google her name, you'll find that she's also been on the forefront of leading Agile within Capital One for some time, and really kind of being that hub, and really being that one key person who's starting to fuel the energy within the organization. Hence the reason why we're here in Dallas today. So with that, I'd like to introduce to you Chandra Dhandapani.
Thank you, Stacy. You know, Stacy seems surprised that we have such a good turnout in Dallas. This is Texas. Everything is big in Texas, right? Of course. First of all, I was really surprised to hear from Stacy that this is the first time they're having this camp outside Silicon Valley. So, which is interesting. So I'm sure this will not be the last time. First, thank you, everyone. I met up with a few of you this morning. A lot of companies represented here. I want to first ask you, how many of you are considering Agile but have not yet adopted Agile? It's okay, you can raise your hand. Only one person? Everyone else is already embracing Agile. That's fantastic. I think you have. Whether you are new to Agile or whether you've been in Agile for a while, I think you'll get a lot out of today. I'll tell you, in Capital One, first of all, Stacy said I joined in '98. I joined when I was 5 years old, in case you're doing the math. So when we founded the company, we were 20 years old as a bank, and we are in the top 10 banks in the US. And we started with a simple concept called information-based strategy, IBS. And data, information, and technology are in a way part of our DNA. However, the whole world of technology has evolved so rapidly, and our competitors are no longer just the traditional banks. And therefore, we see ourselves as a technology company competing in the technology space. And we believe technology is a key competitive advantage for us. And therefore, to do that, I'll tell you personally, I first started experimenting with Agile way back in 2004. And after that, I set it up initially and then left technology for about 5 years. When I came back into tech, my team, when I tried to reintroduce technology or Agile, they would say, you know what? We used to have this term fragile or wagile. I don't know if you all have heard of it. They're like, some of them felt it's not going to work here, et cetera. But we went in earnest across the company, adopting Agile first in the technology space in 2012. And I will tell you, it's been a fantastic journey for us. And as I read some of the latest books, you will hear from Jeff Sutherland later today, his latest book, et cetera. I think we are getting a lot of things right. However, I do think we have some ways to go as well. And you see pockets of maturity across Capital One. My single biggest, if I think about what has caused our success, we pretty much use Agile across our custom software engineering. And we also work with some of our suppliers in Agile fashion, not all of them yet. The big thing for me is how it has just spurred innovation by co-locating cross-functional teams, and we refer to them as product pods. So we have software engineers, quality engineers, scrum masters, as well as our product managers. and in some cases designers. And we refer to them as product pods, and we like to think of them as mini startups across Capital One. And the amount of innovation that I see coming out of these teams is just unbelievable. If you Google, not my name, but Auto Navigator or Capital One mortgage or home loans, you will see what I mean by the designs and capabilities these teams have created and how they continue to evolve fast. The fastest we are tracking right now is we had a major initiative that we are just launching in the market with all our auto dealers called Dealer Navigator. And the whole thing, from the time someone came up with an idea to in-market launch, took 2 months. It's actually a very robust solution, and therefore, to me, the power of Agile comes through in cross-functional teams working together to massively turbocharge innovation. I will also say, the analogy I use with my team is, the duck analogy, which is we in technology always find a way to get things done, and we get to the finish line, we deliver with high quality, but underneath the surface, you see the duck really paddling so hard, right? So my goal in adopting Agile was to figure out how to reduce stress on my teams such that through CI/CD, automation, and getting the right practices, you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. We adopt ATDD, acceptance test-driven development, all of those such that the teams that we have in technology, in our product, et cetera, can actually innovate and dream big and get to the finish line without having to go through major hassle in just the way they work every day. And I have had lots of support from our business partners. I heard some of you say that it's been hard to get your business partners to the table. We've been through that journey, and if you are having the trouble, I would say the best thing is to kind of do it fast, adopt Agile across the board, what I would refer to as rip the Band-Aid. Don't do it in bits and pieces, because you will then see massive benefit from it. And in our world today, we started this, as I mentioned, the second time around 2012. It stuck this time around in a big way, and I would say Scrum teams are the new currency in Capital One, because every business partner understands how many Scrum teams they have, and they want more of them because they see what the teams are doing. And obviously, it's not all rosy all the time. We have our challenges that we continue to work through as well. But which is why, I am so excited about, just like all of you, what can we learn from the huge collection of talent we have here in this room today and all the sessions you're going to have in the course of the day. With that, what I want to do is, first of all, let you know that I'm thrilled you all are here today. And we have Capital One volunteers across our campus, across this building. So if you need anything, please ask. We want to make sure that you have a fantastic time today. With that, I want to turn it back over to Stacy to get the program going. Thank you.